Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard must be laughing their asses off right now. They are laughing their asses off at how many people they have managed to convince this shit is good. They are making fun of you all right now. And I love you. But the problem here is the content that you watch weekly, from karaoke segments to this stuff, you have been conditioned to believe that this is entertainment, that this is good. And see, someone like me, because I don't watch weekly, it doesn't come across that way to me because I'm not watching. But when you're watching this week after week after week after week after week after week after week, and you get used to it, your standards start to change. And when your standards start to change, what is supposed to be bad, you start to go, okay, I mean, it's okay, it's decent. I mean, compared to the karaoke segment on SmackDown, I guess this show was okay, it wasn't bad. No, guys, it gets to a point with me where we start to defend WWE too much because we want to be seen in a good light. We want people to like us. We want people to respect us. We want the wrestlers to look at us and go, oh my God, you think we're the greatest fans in the world because we like what you say. No, I'm at the point now in my life, in my fandom, where if WWE was to tell me, Alyx, just Alyx on YouTube, a safe space for wrestling fans like you, you are banned. You are officially banned from watching any more WWE shows. You are officially banned from doing wrestling reviews. You can't do that. I don't know why they would do that, but just go along with it. If they said that to me, I'd be like, well, I can go find something else that's much more entertaining than this. I can watch AEW. I would have to miss out on NXT. That would suck. But, I haven't even seen Slammiversary. I can already tell you right now, with haven't seen a single second, have not seen a single second of Slammiversary, that show was 10 times better than this show. Might have to watch that show to get the taste out of my mouth. Unbelievable. This was garbage. And I'm even more upset at people who try to defend it. Everyone knows it was garbage. You know this is garbage. You know this is trash. You cannot sit here and tell me to my face that Extreme Rules 2020, excuse me, the horror show. Oh, was it ever a horror show? This was a horror show for sure. For wrestling fans all over the world, this was quite the horror show. You cannot sit there and tell me this show was in any way good. It was any way great, any way fantastic. Any casual viewer, any person that has never seen wrestling before, if they were to turn on this shit and watch it, they would question your sanity. They would question my sanity. I'm happy I don't have casual viewers watching this shit anymore. Makes me wish they did go on a break. I wish WWE never started doing these goddamn shows during the pandemic. This is embarrassing. But we're going to break it down. We're going to look at the matches. Matches. Okay. We're going to look at what we got. I didn't see Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy, but I'm pretty sure that was... You know what? I'm pretty sure that was... What? A good match? Supposedly? Because that sounds like it was. Well, I'm not going to grade it because I haven't seen it. But outside of that match, we're going to look at all the matches. And if you like what I have to say, or don't, that's fine. I'm expecting dislikes. Please, give me your thoughts down below. And if you really did like this show, please, save space. Have fun. But yeah, like the video, subscribe or unsubscribe. I don't care at this point. If you want to help expand the brand to all the 20 people that are going to stay here after I piss people off, you know what to do at this point, because you are all awesome and you're amazing for still sticking around me as I watch this crap. You can expand the brand by doing the following. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. I have an email. Apparently, I have a subreddit too. You can donate using PayPal, Patreon. By the way, super chats are on. I missed a super chat by Aaron Sherwood. When I go to the live chat, I will read it out loud so I can give him some respect. I have t-shirts. You can buy them if you want them. New school, old school, Deluxe Man, Alyx's World, Teespring, Pro Wrestling Tees, whatever one fits your bill. It's up to you. Whichever one you want. By the way, I was trying to do a contest tonight. I couldn't find a good item, so I'll make it up to you by SummerSlam. I will be bringing back giveaways at SummerSlam. I just want to apologize for that. Alright, what's up, live chat? Let me see how many people are even watching me. How many people did I not piss off yet? Well, I look at Aaron Sherwood's super chat. Aaron Sherwood says, Dolph Ziggler was in the best booked match of the entire night. That pretty much says it all. This was $4.99. Thank you so much, Aaron Sherwood, for your support. Yeah, Ziggler stole the show. My boy Ziggler came out and told them, I refuse to be the worst part of this goddamn travesty. My boy Ziggler said, I ain't gonna suck. The rest of this is gonna be garbage. I'm gonna come out smelling like roses. Hello all. Adam Ritter, Michael Walker, Justin Long, Jake Horror, Quentin Gilbert, Nick Mann, aka Atlanta, Spain, Aaron Thomas, Jet the Hawk, The Beat Jr., Twisted Tempo, True 901, Chris Rubles, close enough, QJC, King Switchblade, say what's up to my moderators, that's Firestar Heart, that's Elias Demi, that's Ultra Shout 97, show them respect, Tino YT, The Big Dog, Sheba, Burns Wildcat, Vigilante Night 7, and hello to all of you. Hey, hi. Everybody's going crazy. This is going too fast. I can't keep up. And you know what? I love you all for being here, but most of you will be gone. I know you will, because I know I'm about to piss some of you off, if I haven't already. Are you ready to be pissed off? Because I thought this show easily was the worst show of 2020. Let's start off with this goddamn SmackDown Tag Team title match. I am still waiting for WWE to explain to me why the fuck Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, two men who should be in the main event picture, are thrown together in this random ass tag team. I was waiting for that since March. Oh, and people on social media, well, they were with Sami Zayn. Oh my god, they were with Sami Zayn. It's such a compelling story. They were with Sami Zayn, so they should be a great tag team and win the tag team titles. Is this how bad the tag team division is? Is the tag team division this barren? Where Cesaro and Nakamura are legit not even contenders. They're the champs now. Spoiler alert. It's my review. They're the champs now. They beat the New Day. And it wasn't one of those, they didn't really beat them. No, they beat them. They beat them clean. Cesaro's still stuck in the goddamn mid-cards. You know what? At this point, Cesaro, if your contract expires soon and you resign, I will lose respect for you. I hope him and Nakamura both leave. Because they have no kind of true respect for how good he is. So hopefully he has enough respect for himself to get the fuck out of there. Oh, by the way, take Naomi with you. Yeah, I don't give a damn about this goddamn match. But, the in-ring work was great. Let me ask y'all something. How long are we going to keep doing that to ourselves? Oh, the talent is great. They're able to have good spots and all that. Guys, hold on for a minute. Is anyone besides me just sick of Big E and Kofi Kingston not doing anything? You know, I'm at that point now where I get it. Like, if they break up, what's the tag team division at this point, right? There are no tag teams on either Raw or SmackDown because they basically bastardized them. Whose fault is that? That's not my fault. So I get that you have to keep them in a tag team because we need to freaking tag team division. But New Day has run its course. I am ready for Big E to start whipping ass as a singles competitor. And I'm ready for Kofi Kingston to become a singles competitor again. I'm beyond done with the New Day as a tag team. I am. Respect the work that they have. I've always respected their work. I saw the effort. But I'm just kind of sick and tired of Cesaro spinning his goddamn wheels in the same goddamn place. And I'm tired of seeing Nakamura get disrespected too. He needs to get his ass back to Japan. I gave the match a C+, meaning it was decent. Next up is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley, who is the best part of both Raw and SmackDown combined, or all three shows, with her and Sasha, took on Nikki Cross. On Twitter, I said this match was too goddamn long. And Sean Ross Sapp, a man I respect, came up to me and said, it was only 11 minutes. I think the point I was making was, it shouldn't take Bayley that goddamn long.
Extreme Rules was a night of horrible decisions.
Should call this the horrible show instead of the horror show. Thank you, Gabriel. The point I was trying to make when I made that statement was that it shouldn't take Bayley this long to beat Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross, who really, since she came to the main roster, has been nothing but a goddamn joke. She's been a joke. She's been hilarious. She's been fun to watch sometimes on commentary. But I don't take Nikki Cross seriously as a competitor. And I get that Bayley has to make her look good. But there comes a point where if you try to make everyone look good, you stop looking good. Personally, Bayley should have just beat her in a good 5 minutes. Had Nikki Cross go in there, look good for a good 5 minutes, and Bayley should have beat her. But it went on to, 11 minutes, and most of it, I don't even remember what happened in the match. Bayley won. That's all I know. I think Sasha helped her out. Yeah, she did. Sasha gave her that freaking boss. Was it like a, some brass knuckles or something like that? Gave her the boss brass knuckles, and Bayley punched her ass out and won. Because, that's what she does. So, here's the thing. I know I'm very salty right now for a good reason. These first two matches were okay. They weren't what I would consider to be the anchors of this show. They weren't good, but at the same time, they weren't terrible. They were whatever. Basically, they were SmackDown Raw quality, not pay-per-view quality. But I guess, again, if the standard has been lowered, I guess, in my books, if it's okay, if it's decent, if it's average, that must mean it's very good to the people who are watching weekly. Because Vince has trained your mind to accept average as good. Am I lying? You tell me if I'm lying. Are you pissed off yet? Do you want to unsubscribe? Because I know you want to. I know you ready to unsubscribe. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay. You want to keep going? Your choice. Firefly Funhouse segment. Bray Wyatt thinks he's a vampire. Moving on. Oh, we're supposed to have a U.S. Championship match. Yeah, that was what was hyped. But then they announced that Apollo Crews isn't here. Why is he not here? What happened to Apollo Crews? Well, if you're super chat.
At this point I am convinced WWE is never going to push Cesaro. Unless they give him a pity push like they did with Kofi.
Basically, here's what's getting ready to happen, Spinosaurus. When Cesaro's contract expires and he tells them that he is done, they will then give him a championship run. to stop him from going to AEW or New Japan Pro Wrestling or ROH or wherever other company that will instantly make him a main event player. That is, of course, if Cesaro cares enough about his career and cares enough about the wrestling business to leave and get respect for himself. Oh, I'm sorry, where was I? Yeah, the United States Championship. So Apollo Crews was supposed to be here and wrestle MVP, and apparently he's not going to be able to do that. You want to know why he can't be doing that? Because here's the reason why. This is what commentary said. They said Apollo Crews didn't pass a physical, and therefore will not compete tonight. So, a physical that he couldn't pass in the last 3 weeks. Because he's been gone for the last 3 weeks. Just out of nowhere, he's just gone. You know, ever since it was announced that 30, 40 people got tested positive for COVID-19, all of a sudden, no Apollo Crews. I hope he wasn't one of the people who caught it. I'm just saying that his absence does coincide with the sudden rise in COVID-19 cases. Hopefully he's okay. But regardless, even if that's not the case, that's a horrible reason not to have him on TV. Let's just assume he doesn't have COVID-19. I'm starting to think he does, but let's just assume he doesn't. Why not have MVP / Bobby Lashley, one of them or both of them, attack him? Just attack him before the match or attack him pre-show or something like that. And then do this angle where he forfeits because he can't make it to the ring. And there you go. That explanation you gave to us was stupid. That was a horrible explanation. There's so many ways you can get around it. MVP saying that he's the new U.S. champ or the real U.S. champ. I'm okay with that because we all know he's not. Like storyline wise, Apollo Crews is still champ, so you can do the whole well, I'm the real champ because I'm here and he's not, and I won the match by forfeit, and then Apollo Crews comes back and whoops his ass, and then fights Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam. That sounds like okay. See, this is my mistake. I try to make shit work in my head. They're not gonna do it, but I'm making a point. If they were to do that, we wouldn't have an issue. Right now, they don't want to just say Apollo Crews is sick because I don't know, it's bad publicity. Like AEW said, well, Jon Moxley was around someone who had COVID-19. They were just honest about it. What's wrong with just being transparent? And I can feel it coming in the air. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
Vince is gonna do what he wants. He's daring us to change the channel. He doesn't care. By the way, I didn't watch this garbage.
Paul Jackson, you saved yourself a lot of trouble. I watched it just for you. I watched it for you, my friend. So MVP is carrying a championship for right now, so he must apparently be the new U.S. champ. I don't know. They'll probably say that he is, if that's official. Logically he's not, and he can go around saying he is until Apollo Crews comes back. I don't know. But then we go from that to it's all down here from here. This eye for an eye match with Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio. As you guys know, I was looking forward to this being a car crash, awful match to begin with. I thought it was going to be one of those wacky horror film Django Unchained kind of bloodfest match. Like, I thought they were going to go crazy. Like, they were going to go all out with it. And quite frankly, if they would have gone all out with it, I probably would have respected it. I'm like, you know what? They know it's bad, and they're going to go all out with it being bad. The moment I saw this was live, the moment I saw that this isn't a cinematic I should have figured we were in trouble. So, what you're going to hear, or what you're going to see on social media, is people say that Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins had a good match. The in-ring work was great. And I will say, yes, I agree. I thought Rollins and Rey Mysterio had a good back and forth inside the ring. If this was a regular singles match, we'd be good. But what is this, guys? Someone remind me, what is this again? This is an eye for an eye match, right? Right. So, okay. So, what sense does it make for you guys to be wrestling? Anybody? It's a wrestling match, right? No, it's not. It's an eye for an eye match. When they started going for each other's eyes, when it got interesting. That's when it was like, okay, we're getting somewhere with this. Then we get to the finish. What the fuck? They can't be serious, right? The ending was Seth Rollins doing that same steel step spot like he did it, a month ago to Ray, and basically damaged his eye. He did the same thing. He put Ray's freaking eye up against the steel steps, and then he pushed, and then he pushed, and then he pushed, and then Ray faints, and then he wakes up. He's like, "Call a doctor! Call a doctor! Call a doctor! Call a doctor!" And then Rollins is like, and then Vince backstage, "Oh my God, he's gonna do it. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. By God, he's gonna puke." Rollins puked. So I guess this is where the puke spot is gonna be, since we can't get Sheamus and Jeff Hardy tonight. Now we're gonna get another puke spot on Friday. You know, Vince, was shocking it up seeing Seth Rollins puke. But then we go to Rey Mysterio, and we see the fakest eyeball on the side of his head. Like it was a fake eyeball. Like oh my God, oh my eye, oh my God, I know how John Cena feels. Oh my eye, oh God, Vader, my gosh, is this how Vader feels? As much as I want to respect the work of Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins, I cannot, as a fan, look at that match and feel proud to be a fan. Because that was garbage. They were too scared to go all the way with it. They were too scared to go too wacky. They were too scared to go too cinematic with it. I'm like, dude, it's already ridiculous. Eye for an eye. The fact that you pulled back just made it even more stupid. So we're supposed to suspend our belief and believe that Rey Mysterio's eye popped out. Like they wanted us to be real. I also love how the crowd sold it. Like everyone in the audience was like,
My problem with the Seth vs. Rey match is they played it up like Rey really lost his eye. If they were going to book an eye for an eye match, then they should have at least had fun with it.
I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. The fact that they had the entire arena, everyone, all the PC trainees, all the people in the crowd, selling it like he really lost his eye just made it even more fake. Like, they should have had some fun with it, man. Like, this was stupid. It was stupid. It wasn't like stupid in a way where it was good. It was just stupid. Like intelligently insulting stupid. And I don't want to hate the match. Like there's a side of me right now as I say that. Like can I at least find something good to say? Like can I at least say I liked no, I can't. Like, I would be lying to myself. I don't want to be one of those WWE defenders that come up here and talk about well, at least, you gotta respect the work that these two have. They have great wrestling and they have great chemistry and all that JS. Right. That's great. So, is that supposed to be a real thing where his eye came out? And again, see it from a casual viewer's perspective. See, you're a hardcore fan. Most of you watching me are hardcore fans. There ain't no way in hell they're creating new fans nowadays. Y'all are hardcore fans. WWE knows, Vince McMahon knows, Bruce Pritchard knows, y'all gonna watch this shit no matter what. Vince McMahon could take a dump in the center of the ring on Monday Night Raw, and you will still watch it. Am I lying? Okay. So now that we got that clear, we know how much we're willing to take and how much we're willing to accept. Casual viewers aren't going to do that. They're going to look at that and go, what the fuck is this? Why am I watching this? So Rey Mysterio lost an eye. Seth Rollins puked. There you go. Okay, so we go from that to honestly a match that made me even more angry because I was actually looking forward to the Raw Women's Championship match. Asuka defending the belt against Sasha Banks. I told myself, okay, this was going to be match of the night. This was going to steal the show. This, my friends, is this right here will make up for the crap that we went through, right? And for a good portion of the match, we were good. We were so good. They were going back and forth. They were having great counter spots, good in-ring action. Sasha Banks is a pro. No one gives her enough respect for how smooth she is inside the ring. You can tell she respects the art of wrestling. And Asuka, to me,
Is Rey going to wrestle with an eye patch from now on? Also, I think the rematch should be a decapitation match. Tears of joy, tears of joy.
How do you follow up the eye for an eye match? The feud's over. You're done. This is it. We're done. Like, there's no way to follow that up. So yeah, decapitation match. He has to lose his head. Now, I was about to say, Asuka, getting back to the match. You know, she's easily the best female wrestler they have in WWE. Yep. Yeah, no disputing that. She's the best one. In terms of in-ring, she's the best wrestler they have. Female wrestler. Perhaps the best wrestler too. I don't know. But yeah, as of right now, she's the best female they got. So you can tell that if these two were to actually have a legit match, it would have stole the show. We didn't get that. You want to know how we didn't get that? Because we got to the ending. Asuka, I think, gets a pill from Kairi Sane, and she's going to do the miss. She's setting up to do the miss. She gets pulled up by Sasha, and she goes to spray the mist in Sasha's face. The referee is standing behind Sasha. So Sasha ducks, and Asuka sprays the mist in the referee's face. He goes down. Oh, I can't see. And here comes Bayley. Bayley gets the referee's shirt. She just rips the shirt off of him. Asuka, I don't know, gets hit in the back of her head with a championship belt. And then Bayley proceeds to pin for the referee. Bayley has a t-shirt on. She proceeds to pin 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For the referee. She puts the referee shirt on. She pins 1, 2, 3 while Sasha's on top. And she screams, "Ring the bell!" And then they actually ring the bell. And I'm sitting here like, they are not going to let this sit, right? They're seriously not going to let this sit. Then Bayley gets the championship to Sasha. And then it goes to a commercial break. Is Vince Russo writing this show? Oh, here they come. Well, Alyx, clearly, Asuka is still just... Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut...
Shut the hell up. Shut up.
No shit. I know Asuka is still the rightful champion. They'll probably do something stupid tomorrow night on Raw where she has to defend the belt against Asuka and Asuka wins the championship back. Who in their right minds, as wrestling fans who love wrestling, is going to look at that ending and not be insulted? I don't give a shit how awesome Bayley is. You could put Stone Cold Steve Austin in that spot. Okay, at least when Mike Tyson, to be fair, when Mike Tyson counted 1, 2, 3 for what is it? Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, WrestleMania 14. He was the in-ring. He was the in-ring enforcer. He was given the power to do so. He had the power to count him because he was the second referee of the match. So we can let that slide. You could say that's stretching it a bit, but you were able to let that go.
The world is
Carmen San Diego.
Honestly, Russo can do better than Pritchard.
Oh shit, we might be there. We might be there. But there are situations where someone else who isn't a referee to come in and count has happened before. Eric Bischoff has counted for Triple H and Shawn Michaels in 2003. You can forget that because he's the goddamn general manager. You can forgive that. You can let that go. You can buy into, all right, we'll let that one slide.
Carmen San Diego.
I never saw this coming, but I miss Roman rolling on the floor laughing.
I'm glad Roman got the hell out of here. I would not want him to be a part of this. It made 0 sense for Bayley to be the referee. Literally 0 sense. This is the part where I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss GMs. I miss having a general manager. Because imagine a commissioner or general manager coming out and saying, no, hell no, restart that. Like, I'm not going to let that sit. That's stupid. But now that we don't have GMs, I'm like, the wrestlers are just allowed to do it, and then that's it. We're just going to let it sit. And then tomorrow night on Raw, Sasha thinks she's the champ, but she's not the real champ because she didn't beat Asuka, never going to do the rematches. Like, you couldn't just let it be a match. Y'all, WWE just couldn't leave well enough alone. They had to overstep their boundaries. They had to do something stupid. This finish killed it for me. It killed the match for me, man. It was on the verge to being a really good match. This fucked it up. Badly. How do you mess up? How do you manage to mess up Sasha Banks versus Asuka? Unbelievable. So the match of the night by default is the Extreme Rules.
in the world is
Carmen San Diego.
WWE is turning into WCW in their final years.
Gabriel, here's the reality of the situation. WCW 2000 would get over with this crowd. I'm sorry, as in the crowd, as in the fans nowadays. There are people nowadays that would think WCW 2000 was awesome. They would probably think Heroes of Wrestling was a good pay-per-view. They'll do the whole, well, it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty okay. It was actually pretty decent. The wrestling fans nowadays have become so conditioned to crap, they'll accept anything at this point. It's no wonder this thing isn't growing. It's no wonder people are leaving in droves. Raw and SmackDown is losing viewers over and over and over and over again. What was I saying? Extreme Rules for Dolph Ziggler only. So, by default, WWE Championship match was match of the night. Because it was an actual match with an actual finish. By default. And to be fair, it was a really good match. I thought Ziggler, by far, was the best performer of the entire night. Ziggler came out telling all of them, I ain't gonna look like shit. Y'all can do all this crap to embarrass the business, to embarrass yourselves for the money. I ain't doing it. I refuse to look like garbage. So yeah, Ziggler came out smelling like roses. He did. I thought he had a great performance against McIntyre, who also had a good performance. But it was Ziggler's match. This is the kind of match I expect from Ziggler. Regularly. We don't get it regularly because I don't know if he cares enough to give us that anymore. Or he doesn't have the passion in doing as much as he used to back in 2012. But I kind of got the feeling of that Ziggler in this match. I was like, yeah, you know what? That's the Ziggler I miss. That's the Ziggler I've been wanting to see for a while. I liked his stipulation because he got a chance to choose a stipulation. He was all like, okay, it's Extreme Rules.
Impact Wrestling is better than Raw and SmackDown now.
We'll have to, let me think on that. You might be right. I mean, EC3, Deonna Purrazzo is women's champ. Motor City Machine Guns. Ooh, you might be right. Well, let me think on that for a second. Back to the match, though. Anyways, so I love how Ziggler set up the stipulation. He basically said, "Hey, y'all can talk. I'm good. I'm good."
This PPV aspired to be a dumpster fire. It didn't even reach the level of a dumpster fire, it was that bad.
I don't know. For me, you should always aspire to be entertaining. A good, entertaining show. You should never aspire to piss people off. Or to make fun of your shows. Or to make fun of the business. Or to make fun of your fans. Ziggler chose the stipulation that it's Extreme Rules, but only for him. And if McIntyre was to lose in any fashion, disqualification or by countout, if Ziggler was to win in any way, he would be the new WWE champion. See, I liked it. What would have made it even better if he said, you can't use the Claymore. Oh, by the way, you can't use the Claymore. If he would have said that, I would have been like, my friend, you are a genius. But he didn't say the Claymore. So he lost. Now, I can sit here and, complain about the fact that Ziggler lost despite having the advantage and it made him look weak. I'm not going to. No, because I respect his performance enough and know that he tried his ass off to make that match work. And to be fair, I am going to be a little bit biased because this was an actual match. God! This was an actual match with an actual finish. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I am beyond done with this crap. But at the very least, I can say McIntyre looks good.
Although I disagree with a lot of his opinions, I can't wait until JC reviews this show. No one can tear apart a crappy wrestling show like Corny.
Jim Cornette is going to eviscerate this show, and I can't wait. Now, so, I thought it wasn't going to get any worse than the eye for an eye match. And I thought it wasn't going to get any worse than what happened with Sasha and Bayley. And Asuka and Kairi. But then we get the main event. I thought about this. And I really thought about this. I'm really thinking about this statement. And I think I'm good with saying it here and sticking with it. When it comes to cinematic matches for the WWE, not AEW, not Lucha Underground, not any other promotion I think could at least do it right, Matt Hardy, when it comes to cinematic matches with the WWE, I think I'm done. I've had it. We've jumped the shark. We're done now. We're no longer doing... It's no longer cinematic matches anymore. We went from that classic with Undertaker and AJ Styles to this bullshit. The cinematic fight. It wasn't even a cinematic match. Between, I don't know, Braun Strowman and the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. First off, how do you even win this? Like, how are you supposed to win this? There was no referee. Were you supposed to kill the other guy? Okay, I don't know. I'm overthinking it. There was no thought put into this. This was garbage. This was awful. This is easily the worst match. The worst thing that WWE has produced all year? Thinking about it. Yeah. This was Seth Rollins versus The Fiend Hell in a Cell levels bad. It was terrible. It was so bad that I need to we're going to have to do a full recap. I need to open up a full recap real quickly on exactly what happened. I'm going to read to you what happened in this match, word for word, because it's incredible. It's incredible how bad it is. I'm actually kind of surprised that they were able to make it that bad. So we see. I'm serious. I'm gonna give you a full rundown of what happened, because you gotta understand why it was this bad. We see Strowman drive up to the swamp in a pickup truck, and he parks right in front of Bray Wyatt, who's rocking in his chair, his little rocking chair, in the middle of the road. He tells Bray that Daddy's home. And he didn't say Daddy's home, but it would have made him cool. No, he just said, I'm home. I'm home. And then the lights go out. Yeah, the lights go out in a swamp. At night, by the way. They come back on and Bray Wyatt has disappeared, leaving Braun to throw the chair into a sign that reads, "Abandon all hope, ye who enters here." So he's now walking. We start seeing some blindfolded henchmen, not Luke Harper, not Eric Rowan. They just come around in masks and they start attacking Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman fights him off, and he fights him off, and he fights him off. He's like, "Where are you, Bray?" And then while that's happening, we have these little cut-ins from Mr. Wyatt, Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt, who's doing the whole little chili routine. Go, Brian, go! You know, making it all cartoony, which is fine if you do it the right way, but they didn't do it the right way. And then we go back to Braun, who gets knocked on his ass by a shovel. And then he turns around. And then he sees a doppelganger. An evil clone. He sees himself. A double version of himself. A guy in a black mask takes it off, and he's standing over him. Strowman's like, what? And then the doppelganger Braun Strowman, the evil Braun Strowman, knocks his ass out with a shovel. He goes dead. And then Strowman wakes up somewhere. Like, we now jump forward. Wakes up somewhere in the Wyatt family compound, which apparently is still around, even though Randy Orton burned it down. But apparently it's been resurrected. But Strowman is chained to the rocking chair and tormented by visions of all kinds of stuff. Broken Out of Love begins to play in the background, and we see Bray Wyatt walking with the lamp. Braun Strowman demands to be let loose. Let me loose! Let me loose! But Bray just welcomes him home and asks him how you like the place. Strowman tells Wyatt, I hate you. I hate you. You gonna get these hands. And then Bray starts to ramble. I don't know what the fuck he said. At this point, he's just rambling. He says that something about he knows that his success is hollow and temporary. And what will they think when his 15 minutes are up? He knows the answer because Braun can't see where he belongs. The fans are a bacteria infection. And Braun is too special for this. I can't.
WWE's cinematic matches are a mixed bag. Some of them are great, some of them are crappy, and some of them make you say, WTF am I watching?
That's what this was. WTF, what am I watching? So, he's still trapped in the goddamn rocking chair at this point, and I'm trying to remember, because I'm reading it, that's why he needs him, blah, blah, blah. He says he needs him because together they'll be gods and rule the place. He tells Strowman that he's not going to go back. Or Strowman tells him he's not. He ain't doing it. I will never join the dark side. He says, I am your father. No, probably should have at this point. Strowman says he'll never go back to doing Bray's bidding, and Wyatt asks if he wants to see something really scary. And then a shadowy figure walks from across the room holding a snake. I don't know who it was. I don't know who the shadowy figure was. It was just someone in a robe holding a snake, waving it in Braun's face, and then the snake bites him. So he apparently can take a snake bite and survive it. He should be dead. Venom should have killed him, but no. Strowman wakes up unchained and fights off an attack from, again, more henchmen and fucking mask and shit. And then we hear a feminine voice call out to Strowman from the darkness, asking him to come home. It's this robed figure. And underneath a veil, we see someone with blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. It's Alexa Bliss. Yeah, so apparently Sister Abigail was Alexa Bliss this entire time. What a plot twist! Imagine that. Alexa starts telling Braun to follow her. I know you want me, Braun. I know you want me. I know you want this blonde hair. I know you want this blue eyes. And Braun's like, oh my God. Oh, I need to give her these hands. You're gonna get these hands. He stumbles off after the voice as she calls out, promising they'll be together forever. We'll be together forever. Oh my God, who writes this shit? Writes this? Oh my God. We'll be together forever, Braun. We'll be together forever. Oh my God. Bray attacks and Braun knocks him out. And they actually... Oh! Now we actually see them fight! Until Wyatt gets dumped into a boat and then he gets stripped it off. Yeah. Wyatt gets dumped into the boat. He gets stripped it off. And then he comes back. And then he's gone. By this point, I tweet, is this even a match anymore? Like, Are we even watching a fight? Like, what? Is this like a D-level movie that you... Vince, if you want to make a goddamn movie, just make one. Stop doing a wrestling product and just turn this into a straight-up TV show. Seriously, you know Vince wants to so badly just stop doing wrestling. You know he does. He wants to go Lucha Underground without the Lucha. He just wants underground. He wants the WWE. He wants to call it WWU. He wants to call it WWE. World Underground Entertainment. That's what he wants to call it. WUE. Without the wrestling. Well, without the entertainment too. So it doesn't really matter. I'm at this point like what? Is this even a match? Someone looks out into the water and sees the boat returning back. Wyatt's not there. And then Bray comes up from behind him and clocks him with a goddamn shovel. There's that shovel again. Then, I kid you not. This is where it gets really stupid. Strowman starts drowning. He's in the swamp. I can't swim. I can't swim. He was just standing in it. What the fuck? Okay. And then Bray waffles him with the shovel again. He goes down. Strowman stands up like he's Hulk Hogan, brother. And then he throws Bray Wyatt into the water. And then Bray Wyatt stays in the water. And then Strowman says, "It's over." Oh my God, I did it. It's over. And then we see the caption, the in-show caption come up. And then it goes away. Because the dark music starts playing, like Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th. And then all of a sudden, The Fiend grabs Braun Strowman, pulls him into the water, and the last thing you see is the face of The Fiend laughing.
Where in the world is
I'm in San Diego.
She's getting more than those hands, wink wink.
Tell me about it. But that's the last thing you see. And then fade to black. So if you're wondering, I know what you're saying. Alyx, who won the match? Who won this match? Who was the winner? Well, I'm here to tell you. No one won this match. We all lost. We who watched the show, we're losers. We all lost this. We all lost. We lost the moment we turned on Extreme Rules 2020, which is easily the worst pay-per-view of 2020, the worst pay-per-view this year. Good luck typing it. WWE should have just stayed. They should have just told the talent to stay the hell home, man. Like, this is embarrassing. Ain't no way in hell, like, you are not gonna get fans back. There is no way in hell you are gonna get a crowd back when things go back to normal. You're not. There's no way in hell. Not after watch. I would be shocked if you pack out one arena. I will be shocked. You need to. My goodness, man, this is garbage. This everything about the product nowadays, except for NXT, which is, to be fair, not as good as it used to be either. But that's because of the pandemic and because they don't really have the kind of atmosphere that they usually have. That's not their fault, but they're doing the best they can. But other than NXT, the main roster is perhaps the worst it's ever been. It is so bad. It's horrible. The real question you should be asking is not what was the finish. You should be asking, what is the worst show? Extreme Rules 2020 or Battleground 2017? That's the question you should be asking. How bad is this show? What does it rank in terms of the worst pay-per-views of all time? Because that's the real question you should be asking. So there you go. That's my thoughts of Extreme Rules. I hope a lot of you were able to respect my opinion just like you're allowed to have your opinion. I am at that point now where I question why anyone would think this is good. Unless you're doing it on purpose to get love and respect from the wrestlers because you want them to love you. No, that's not how you get respect from the wrestlers. That's not. Oh, you're negative. You're so negative. That's what they're going to say. You're negative. No, your show sucks. That's why people are losing interest.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
Makes the House of Horrors match look like a classic. I really despise this. As for Asuka and Sasha, so sad how a bad ending can ruin a good match.
So, I've said all I wanted to say. I gave this show a D. Horrible show. Overall grade, bad show. It's not good in the slightest. If anyone says this show is good, you better be ready to defend yourself. Like, you better be ready to go, well, look, you can say it's good, you can have that opinion all you want, and that's fine, but how can you say this is good? I want to know how you think this is good. How does anyone think this is good? How? Explain it to me. We gotta stop doing this to ourselves. We got to.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
Extreme Rules was SHAT. I kind of liked the eye for an eye and swamp fight matches from a so bad it's good standpoint, but other than that it was trash.
So, I said what I wanted to say. I am now going to turn it over to the live chat and super chats. You are free to give me your opinions. You run the show now. Live chat. I want to see, like, if there's anyone in the live chat that's going to come up here and say, you think the show is good, and this is why. Now, if you're going to say, I think the show is good, because, it's a guilty pleasure. You're cool. I'm not going to mess with you. But if you're going to be one of those guys, you're an issue. You're negative. The show was good. I want to see you defend this. I want to see it. What y'all got to say about this show? Adam Ritter gave it a F+. The horrible show at Extreme Rules, that's for sure. Twisted Temple gave it an F. Christopher Carr gave it a 1.1 stars. Mike Hart, why do people keep watching this crap? There is a lot of great wrestling out there. QJC. So we get Big Show and Orton on Raw and Jeff Hardy and Sheamus on SmackDown. Yeah, we're not done with the cinematic matches yet. We're going to get that bar fight on Friday. Lord help us. Don't spam. Hey, Elias, chill out, man. Don't be spamming. You can't spam either. Ultra Shao gave it a D. Jake Horror gave it an F. Darius Irvin gave it an A+. He wants to get shot. Hero Gotham Official. I did speak on the fake eye of Rey Mysterio. You might want to go back a little bit, son. Jordan Williams gave it a negative 5.5 stars. Aaron Sherwood gave it a D+ only because of Drew versus... Yeah, Drew versus Ziggler saved it from... Honestly, they saved it from being an absolutely trash show. If they would have had AJ versus Matt Riddle, who wasn't even on the show. Okay, that was weird. Pay-per-view itself was shit. A couple of decent matches, and the WWE title match was really good, but the show itself was WWE's version of COVID. Ugh. Leak Johns gave it a 0. 0 out of 10. Ashish. Close enough. He gave it a B. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. -5 stars. Christopher Carter, he was too busy playing Mortal Kombat. I might need to put that on in a second because I'm flabbergasted. Tomorrow night is Orton versus Big Show. I'm Bray versus Braun was a storyline segment. I don't know why they call it a match. A cinematic Middleton, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde equals Extreme Rules 2020. Yeah. 0 out of 0. So it's just like, I mean, be fair. At least give it a 0 out of 10 to let people know that it had a chance, but it failed. How about that? If you say 0 out of 0, that means it was going to suck regardless, so it doesn't even matter if they tried. Aaron Thomas, people who give Raw and SmackDown episodes 10 out of 10 every week are the reason why WWE can't get away with terrible and questionable booking. Yeah, because they keep saying it's good when it's not. Stop that. Tavon Jamison, C-. The Drew versus Dolph match saved the pay-per-view. Everything else to me was okay to good, but that United States title match moment was stupid. That was the stupidest moment? To me, that was tame. That was one of those, all right, we could have booked that better, but all right, well, whatever. You can't really do anything about it because Apollo can't be there. So it's like they got to do something with it, and they just chose a lazy way out. Was it dumb? Kinda, yeah. It could have been done better, but it wasn't one of those, oh, this is horrible kind of things. I was just like, all right. The other stuff was bad. I give it a D-. The swap fight and the endings expected for Drew and Ziggler. The table matches and Owens and Murphy was terrible. Tonight was truly a night of horrible decisions. Franklin Torres, glad I didn't watch past the Bayley match. Tell me about it. Dr. Doom, boycott WWE. Vince is trash. James Zapata. James Zapata. I love you. Oh, it's cute. That was mean. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here. Nathaniel Lugo, I hated the ending of Ray's Seth match so much I got my hopes up for nothing. Well, we kind of figured it was going to be goddamn wacky, but it was intelligent, insulting wacky. Like, come on. Can we at least have some fun with this? Like, to have the crowd sell it like it was real. That to me just was like, okay, no. Chase Game says, your review is more entertaining than the pay-per-view itself. Good. Michael Walker, could you make a video as to how you would book it? I might have to. I might have to just do a complete rebooking of Extreme Rules 2020. For real, for real. Roman Jennings, 3 out of 10, not really good. Zachary Morris, little lost in bronze match. Like, who won? No one won. No one won. So, it's a little ridiculous right now, y'all. It's kind of ridiculous. So, I don't know what else we can say. But, yeah, everyone, it's kind of surprising to me that everyone seems to be on the same page as me. Give me 1 second, guys. Sad. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I mean, like the video. I don't... This is not me trying to get fans. This is me telling you how I feel. Because I'm tired of coming up here and saying things that people want me to say. I'm not going to say what people want me to fucking say. I'm done with that. I don't like this. I didn't like it. Is this one of those parts where people are going to bully me and tell me, okay, don't watch it no more if you don't like it? No, I came into Extreme Rules looking to be entertained, and it failed. I don't turn on Raw and SmackDown looking to dislike it. I turn on with the idea that I'm going to like it, and then it doesn't. I'm also not one of those people that's going to force myself to like it either. I think those people are crazy. Here are the people who are crazy. The ones who go in looking for reasons to dislike it, and the ones who go in forcing themselves to like it because they think if they force themselves to like it, it will make them look good in front of Vince McMahon's eyes. Because they want that Vince McMahon moolah. Listen here. I told you what my price was. I told you what my price. My price for WWE to get me to not bash their shows.
And I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
I forgot this PPV was happening, and after listening to this review, apparently I didn't miss a thing.
You saved yourself, buddy. You saved yourself. Like, I want to like these shows. I really do. I want to come in with this idea that, hey, WWE is going to get better. They know what they're doing is bad. But until we have a new group of people running the ship, until we get rid of the Bruce Pritchards and the Vince McMahons who are just writing the show to entertain their goddamn selves and writing it for the people who are going to kiss their ass. And I just remember the point I was getting ready to say. Like, for me to get to a point where I am kissing WWE's ass all the time, you would need to pay me at least $1 million. Like, again, Vince, if you gave me $1 million right now, yeah, I could definitely like Extreme Rules. I can find a reason to like Extreme Rules. You might have to give me a little extra. Make it like $1.5 million. That might help me out.
Will you watch Impact Wrestling Slammiversary tonight or tomorrow?
Sammy's been pushing me to watch this goddamn show. I might have to cleanse my goddamn mouth. You know, Taker watched that and went, God, I'm so happy I retired. If Taker was retired before then, he's retired now. Yeah, so you're going to have to pay me at least $1.5 million to like the show. Otherwise, sorry. Like, we seriously need to consider getting a new crop of people to run these shows, because Bruce is not it. Bruce is he's just giving Vince what he wants and just making the shows even worse. We now know what Vince looks for and what his vision of wrestling is. So, let me get a couple more. Then I'm out of here. Spinosaurus says, this is why WWE is losing fans to UFC. The fights are not only real, but the fighters are allowed to be themselves and show more personality. And it's actual fights. We're getting to a point now where we're not even getting fights anymore with WWE. Jonathan, Lemon Wrestling says, please save us, Triple H. I don't even think Triple H can save us unless Vince leaves. Jordan Williams, eventually that's the truth, Spinosaurus. Yeah, it is. The Beat Jr. Impact Wrestling pay-per-view was better than Extreme Rules. I can believe that. We need Alyx to run the company. Quentin? Man, you ain't said nothing but a word. I would turn this company upside down in the right ways. That's for sure. Can't pay me $9 million to like the Extreme Rules. Who you talking to? Shoot, give me $9 million. I shoot, $9 million. You can get me to do anything. Okay, like you got almost anything with $9 million. Almost anything with $9 million. Sharky Riot. I hope Asuka gets her rematch tomorrow. She probably will. It's just the booking was so stupid. Yeah, so things are not going to change until we get a new executive team, new creative, new people in charge. Because this is awful. And see, let me just end it with this too. This is the part where the people in WWE, the defenders, the kiss asses will go, you're the problem. You're the issue. You're the reason why wrestling is dying. Because you're negative. Because you refuse to say it's good. Because you decided to have an opinion. You decided to dare dislike something. Because you're never happy. I was happy. I am enjoying McIntyre as champion. I like what they're doing with NXT. So don't sit there and think I hate everything about your product. It's not that I hate every single aspect about your product. It's just you do horrible shows like this on purpose. Because we all know, and I promise you, we all know that the only reason people are saying this show is good is because they don't want to look bad in front of WWE, or maybe you work for WWE, or maybe you want to work for WWE and you don't want to have a bad reputation. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to say how I really feel, and I'm tired of trying to be something I'm not. Trying to be this perfect image of, well, maybe you can be, you can say some good things. No. No, that's not going to make you better. Here's what's going to make you better. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks. This is good. Keep doing that. Stop doing this, stop doing that. Never do that again. That's what's going to make you better. It's not negativity. It's basically calling you out for your bullshit. Not the talent's fault. I'm not mad at anybody on this side. I'm not. No one on this side is responsible for what happened on this show. But what can they do? What power do they have under the influence of Vince McMahon? Nothing. And they won't get it until their contracts expire. Then they'll have some pull, because then he's like, what can I do to make you happy and make you stay? So that's my thoughts. Down below in the comments, you go off. You tell the world how you feel. You enjoy yourselves, because I'm done. Screw this show. I'm done talking about it. I don't ever want to watch this show again. I want to move on from Extreme Rules. This is Alyx. Just Alyx signing off. I hope you have a good Sunday night, and I'll catch you next time. Subscribe, like the video, click the bell for more content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.